right, so we have some work to do in the admin section here. We have a lot of links here that don't belong here, and we have a lot of elements here that don't belong here. So let's go ahead and edit some of this here so that way we can get it ready for some of that dynamic data that we want to be able to display here in the admin section. And let's go and do that right now. So let's go to our brackets editor right here, and let's go to the admin. Remember that we made a navigation for admin. Make sure that you are includes navigation actually in admin. You see, that was the wrong navigation right here. Admin includes navigation.php. All right, so we have a lot of things here that we need to remove. All right, so this is actually the left side navigation. We should divide this into left side, and I don't want to complicate things. I'm just going to leave it one navigation, but just know that there's a lot of things that we need to delete here. All right, so the first thing that I want to delete is not delete. We're going to leave some links actually. We're going to delete, we're going to leave dashboard. We're going to create a link. We're going to have two drop downs. I don't know if you remember the demo that I showed you in the beginning of the CMS. We had two drop downs for posts and for users. And we're going to have two drop downs also for that, right? So we're just going to replicate this one. And then, so we have a total of 6 links if we compare this with the demo. So we need 6 links there. So let's find out. Let's first take this SB admin out of here and let's call it CMS system, CMS admin. Save it, refresh, and we can see that that works there. Okay, so this is the top in the right hand side, not here but in here. All right, John Smith, we're done with we're actually not done with those previews. These are preview buttons there. This is a drop down. All right, and this drop down there is this one here, right here. Drop down Joe Smith and John Smith. All right, so let's get rid of that drop down actually. And on site, we don't want to get rid of that. We want to get rid of this drop down. So that drop down is huge and we don't need it because we're not going to use it. Why have something we're not going to use, right? So let's just bring it down a little bit. Let's just get rid of it. All right. All right, so refresh, come back here, refresh, done. Let's get rid of this belt here. We're not going to need that. Unless you are going to need it, you can leave it there. Or you can just always copy it from the template. All right, so this belt is this drop down right here. We're going to delete this one too. Let's just go like this. And we have another drop down. This one we will be using, so I'm just going to leave the, I'm just going to take the inbox out of here. We're not going to be using emails on this stuff. And the settings, we're not going to use that either. We're going to use logout and profile. All right. So refresh, John Smith, profile and logout. Perfect. Let's go ahead and finish this up in the left side. I think we have some time for that one. And let's go. So the right hand side, this is the navigation. Actually, that's the navigation right here. Perfect. Look at that. This is a whole nav bar, and this is just that part of the left side navigation. Sidebar menu items right here. All right, so we have how many links here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We say we only need 6. So I'm just gonna delete 3: charts, tables, and forms. All right. Charts, tables, forms. Save, come back here, see we didn't break anything. I'm gonna call this post. I leave this as dashboard. I'm gonna actually replicate that drop down because that's what we have in the CMS. drop down is it says drop down. So let's replicate that, and it's this one right here. So let's make this a little smaller to see where it is actually. Sorry, you can't see right now much, but know that I'm actually replicating this drop down, and now I'm replacing it with a bootstrap elements right here. All right, well, let's come back to it and refresh. Perfect, it works out. Actually, it doesn't work if you click on it, it's actually selecting both. So let me just make this big again here. All right, so I copied this drop down right here and I replaced it with a static, something that wasn't moving, another element here. This is actually opening both of them right here with this pound sign is opening this UL right here with this ID. See, the data target is a JavaScript. It targets JavaScript, right? This attribute, and it's opening this. What it's saying is, I want you to data toggle collapse this item right here. All right, so we're gonna call this the posts. We're gonna give it an idea of posts. Drop down. Actually, let's just call it, make it more meaningful. Drop down. All right, and let's just make sure that we have the same on this pound right here on this data target. All right, and this is going to be called post, so we're going to change the name to post, and this is going to be add post. Oops. Oh geez. Post view or post actually, and I keep making that mistake of view or post. Add post right here. All right, and that's it. Let me just save it here and refresh it. All right, perfect. The next one is categories. So this one here, that blank, this category right here. Categories. Refresh it. Actually, it wasn't that one. It was the bootstrap grid actually. All right. Post bootstrap grid. Is that right here? I can barely see it. Sorry, guys. That's what the categories is. I'm gonna copy it here. Categories. Perfect. And this one is gonna write some text so I know where I am. So categories. This one would be comments. And this one would be users. I think we need one more down here for profile. And that user is going to be also a drop down. So as a matter of fact, we have a drop down here. This is going to be users actually. Sorry about that. And I just want to make sure that we take this out of here and replace it with the users one right here. All right. Let's see how that's looking. So post category comments users, and that's gonna be it has to be a drop down, but I actually let's just put these users. All right, so that's the drop down right now under comments, and that should be named users. Users. All right, and then one more link after this one here. And when I do that, it's just checking to see the end tag, okay? And this is gonna be called profile. All right. So dashboard, posts, categories, comments, users, profile. Perfect. Let's put a little space on this one here. separate it a little bit from here. So I think we're done with this for now. Later on, we will be styling, making this a little bit nicer, but we will leave that for last since we're concerned more about the functionality. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here because it's getting kind of long. And as a matter of fact, well, we need this. We'll leave it the same. We'll leave this the way it is right now. So anyways, let me end the video and I'll see you in the next lecture. Take care and keep going.